Another day and the project continues. Today I have decided to change a bit of my plans. I was thinking of using the rubber that I have, that rubber, to use it in there to reinforce my wall. If you can see in my previous videos, I was talking about putting that rubber in between these two walls. You see, this side I made with wood, and then I've got the bricks in there. And in the middle, I planned to put that stuff in there to reinforce my wall. But then I've had a change of plans. As you can see, I've got a liner inside there. And I thought to myself, why should I just waste that rubber, not use it to benefit my pond? So I thought to myself, I can use it to reinforce my wall, quite all right. But at the same time, why don't I use this as another bog filter? So my plan now is the water from the pond, will go into my filter at the back there, which I will explain in a minute how I also plan to do that, which will surprise you. From there, I plan the water to go through the filter. Then I'll put a pump which will pump the water into the bog filter, and then into bog filter number 1. And then from bog filter number 1, the water will come into bog filter 2, which will run from that end, and it will come all the way. And on here, I will put a pipe or a connector that the water can then run from the bog filter back into the pond. That way I would have increased my filtration system. I would have increased the surface level for beneficial bacteria, which would be beneficial to the pond. Now, my filter at the back there, I planned originally to build with bricks, build 3 chambers at the back there. But as I always say, I try to recycle what I have. And I came up with an idea of this. This is my old fridge and freezer. Freezer. And I thought to myself, this thing has been sitting in my garden, and you know it costs money to get rid of fridges in this country. You can't just take it to the dump and leave it there. They charge for them to come and collect this. So I thought to myself, it's been sitting in my garden for some time. So I thought to myself, well, why don't I use it then? So I'm going to create my biological filter using my fridge. So as you can see, I've made a hole there. So what will happen will be, at the bottom this side, I've created the hole. As you can see the hole there. So that hole will be where the pipe that will bring the water from the pump, from the pond, which comes through the bottom drain. It will come through there. I'll fill this with brushes. I've got brushes that I'll put here. And the water will then move from there into there, where I will put biological media. I've got quite a lot of biological media. Put it all in there. And at the end here, I will put a pump. That's the pump that will pump the water from here back to the bog filter. number one. So as you can see, if I show you this, this is my old liner, which I probably was just going to throw away, take it to the dump or something. But I've decided to reuse it. You can see on that side, that's where it was facing up in the pond. So I've turned it round and I'm going to put it in here. And then I'll put those rocks and bits in here. And then my plan is at the end here, at the bottom there, I will make a hole at the bottom and put a draining plug so that I can use that just to flush the system out, because I know there will be a lot of waste that will settle at the bottom of the bog filter. So I can flush it all out from that end. And then here, sorry about my finger, here I plan to take out this brick. I'll have to chisel this brick out so that I can make provision for the water to come back into the pond. Yeah, right? So here again we'll make another hole, and then that will come back to the pond. And I am sure by doing that I would have really filtered my water, because it will go through 3 different filtration systems, so it should work out okay. Right, so today is not a very warm day, quite cloudy, but I just hope it doesn't rain. So let's do this. Let's start. Okay, now, oh, I'm tired now. Okay, now we have this done what I was talking about. Excuse the pipe. I went and I bought another pipe from Screwfix. I was cutting the pipe for the one for the bottom drain on the other side that fits into the filter. Right. This is what I was talking about earlier. See, I have filled this with my rubble that was here. I still have quite a number of them still to sort out, and those bricks there. But you can see this is what I was talking about. So I've filled up this with all that rubble, and it does 2 things for me. One, I want to use it to reinforce my wall so that when there's water in the pond, the pressure on the wall won't be that much, because you've got this protecting it. And secondly, I want to use this as a bog filter. So I want water to run through here before it finally goes back to the pond. And like I said earlier, the water will go through the bottom drain, which is there, which then will come out at the back. I'll have another filter there. I'll show you in a minute what I'm doing. And then from there, it will go into the bog filter. And from there, then it will come down to this bog filter. And it will come all the way this side. Here, I'm going to open up. I'm going to open up where the water can then go back to the pond. Now, if I show you the rest of the things I was doing. So this is going to have a bottom drain. I'm going to put a drain at the bottom there so that I can be able to flush it out every now and then just to get the dirt out. This is my pipe from the bottom drain. Okay, so it comes here, and here is my fridge. Here's my fridge. Okay, so I'll put it up on there. So that pipe will come out of that hole into this, and I'll seal it with sealant. Got some sealant that I bought. I've made a hole there. I've fitted this pipe, As you can see, I've put sealant around it. I'm waiting for it to dry. Done it on both sides. And then I have put drains, bottom drains on this, and I've put a sealant on that as well, which comes out there, and then on this side as well. So like I said earlier on, my plan is the water will come from the bottom drain through the pipe out of there, which will come out of there. So water will come up in here. Then I'll have brushes in here. I've got a lot of brushes. I'll put brushes in here. So the water will come up in this one, go through that hole into the next compartment. I'll put some more media here. I'll mostly put sponges here. And then from there in here, I'll have my biological media, fill up that, and then the last one I will have the pump. So the pump from there will pump the water to my bog filter, and then from the bog filter the water will come. I'll connect a pipe from there that will run down to this, so the water will go into that and then go all the way to the other end and then back to the pond. So I think that will be enough filtration of my water. I shouldn't have any problems with the water after all that. But anyway, we'll see how we get on. So today I end here. I've done enough for today. I'm tired. It's been a very busy day. But we are getting there. As you can see, I have used my old pond liner to put in here so that we make this into a bog filter so that it can hold water. So yeah, let's see how we get on with this. So today I end here. We'll do another video when I come back. Tomorrow I'm going to try and see if I can fill this with water to see if it will hold water. I'll place it on there. I'll do a video showing, to show you if it holds water or not. So by tomorrow evening the sealant should dry. What will remain is the sealant for that, placing it on this one. But anyway, let's see what happens tomorrow. So from me, it's the Zambian guy, and God bless and shalom, shalom. Hi guys, sorry, I know I had said I had finished for the day, but I got into the house and I thought to myself, oh, there's still plenty of sunlight. Let me see if I can be able to continue. So what I have now done is I've placed my fridge, which is now my filter, on here. So if I just show you this, it's all level. You see, okay, sitting very level. There, you can see that. In that direction, you can see that. So it's sitting level. So I have now placed my pipe through and put silicone around the pipe. You can see silicone around the pipe. So this is how it's going to work. So this is the pipe that comes from the pond, okay, from the bottom drain. So the water will come up this pipe, fill up this chamber, and then go through this. I'm going to put brushes here, like I said before. So go through the brushes. Money hopefully catches all the big bits that come in here. And then in here, I'll have the 3 chambers. One, I'll put those sponges. And then in that one, I'm going to put my biological filter. My biological media. And then in that one, I'm going to put the pump, which is going to pump my water back to the bulk filter. I have put 2 bottom drains when I want to clean the filter. I'll use those to drain it. So I had given up thinking I've had enough for the day, but here we are. So recycling. So I'm using my old fridge now as my filter. So I'll leave this to dry today, and then tomorrow I'll test it. I'll fill it up with water and see that it holds water before I connect everything. If this is sealed tomorrow, no leaks anywhere, then my next job is now the pond itself, to put the liner. And then because now I can, since this is sitting okay here, I can now close that off. I've got bits in there that I will use to block this so that water doesn't come out of here. Because my plan is that I've bought those bits that will come on top of this pipe, and I've got the plug as well. So when I want to clean this, I'll just use the plug and block off the water here so that the water stops coming from the pond. Then I can drain these 2 and then clean them and then open up the system again. So if this works tomorrow, all sealed, no leaks anywhere, then I need to start putting in my liner. First I have to sort out this one, put a drain plug on this one, and open that bit for the water to go back to the pond. And after I've done that, and then I will test it, run the system, test it, before I start with the liner in there. Test it and make sure that the water is running. I'll fill up this with water, put a pump there, pump the water into there, and then if water runs and pours out that side, then I know it's all systems go. So yeah, so we'll see you again in the next video. Shalom, shalom.